Libra, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Sarah, and I've recently renamed my channel from Aries Warrior Queen Astrology to Serendipity Astrology and Tarot. When I originally started the channel, I was going to name it Serendipity Astrology and Tarot. My grandfather always called me Sarah Serendipity, and you know what? Serendipity is like fate. It's like divine, like amazing things coming through for you from like the ethers. And like I got the nudge to dial it back when, I thought about it. I'm like, I started off this channel with being like wanting to be a queen and stuff. And you know what? That energy did serve me. It helped push me past my boundaries that I had. I had a lot of fear wrapped around doing this and being seen and being in front of the camera and just people like hearing me and even hearing my own voice and all that. So I'm glad that I pushed through that, but it's time to dial this back to a place that feels more authentic to me. And technically, I resonate more with my rising sign than my sun sign, and I'm a Sagittarius rising. So this felt more authentic to me. I was originally going to be doing mid-month Egyptian tarot readings. I'm part Egyptian, and I always resonated very deeply with this part of the world and just that ancient Egypt in general. I know for a fact that I have been on this earth more than once, and one of those lifetimes was then. I have always felt more comfortable in like hotter temperatures. I run cold, technically. So I'm like a degree colder than most people. So when it's like sweltering hot out, I'm totally fine. I don't even break a sweat. I've always been drawn to the desert, and like I'm like allergic to the cold. When I go outside and it's like snowing and like really cold outside, I live in like the upper eastern seaboard. When it gets cold, I get like a hive above my eyeball, like underneath my eyeball, because I am allergic to the cold. I am not good with the cold. But I had a lot of fear wrapped around like what I was supposed to do with my life. And I am fairly certain that I died doing what I loved, but like I got killed for it. So like there was a lot of fear wrapped around me finding what my soul path was. And I know this is what it is. All right, so I'm rambling on. Let's get into your reading, shall we? Oh, I'm going to be rolling out monthly horoscopes from now on. I want to bring the astrology into this too, not just the tarot. So you can watch your like horoscope. You can watch sun, moon, rising, Venus. You can cross watch. You can do whatever you want. I'm still going to be doing tarot readings every month. I'm also going to be doing general love readings and self-love readings because I do feel that it is very important that people be aware of the gaps in their self-love. You have the Six of Wands to start. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be doing these readings in 3 rows. The first row is your past. So you get 3 cards for the first row. And then the second row, you also get 3 cards, and the same with the third. The second row is your present. The third row is your possible future. Then I'm pulling 3 clarifiers for each row for the energy, and I'll be ending it with an oracle card. All right. Oh, this is also a monthly tarot reading for May 2021. I think I forgot to put that in like the last like 6 readings. Whoops. But there's so much I want to say right now, so sorry if I am a little all over the place, but I'm trying to get through a lot of information in a short amount of time. You want? Hold on. Okay. All right, so first row, you get the Six of Swords. You get the Two of Cups. And the Magician. You get the Queen of Pentacles. You get the Devil. You get the Five of Swords. You also have the Nine of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Seven of Wands. All right, I'm pulling 3 overarching energies, one for each row from the Tattoo Tarot. Oops, sorry. Okay. Ah, all right. Oh. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles popped out. That's reinforcing the Queen of Pentacles in the second row. That's been happening a lot in these readings. That's awesome. Okay. So 2 more. You have the Temperance card. That is a really beautiful Temperance card, by the way. You have the all-seeing eye in the middle. It's very cool. And there's a pyramid. Very cool. Huh. You also have the Seven of Cups. All right. Okay, so in your past, you have the Six of Wands. So this is celebratory energy. I do feel like you made it through a lot of hurdles in the last couple years, but 2020 probably threw you for a pretty big loop. You probably had to like really double down and try and keep everything steady during that time. But again, this is a celebratory energy, so I feel like you felt like you made it through that and you were ready to celebrate. In the past, you also have the Two of Cups. So you were looking... What I hear from this is that you were trying to strike up like a work-life balance. Like have a personal life and a work life. Maybe those two were intertwined for way too long. So like you felt like you were living at work. And like you had no life in general other than that. I mean, the pandemic really made us all stay home. But you know, that balance between home and work, I think you were working on. And you found it. You also have the Magician in this row. So what I feel is that you were trying to create something bigger than what is, like what was there already, especially with your like work. You know, once the pandemic hit, it did throw you for a loop, but you know, you still wanted to keep pushing forward and creating and, you know, making something even better than what you had before. The overarching energy for the past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you were working on financial stability and like feeling like you had a solid foundation. And I think you were like spending more time like taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, because you probably had to spend a lot of time alone. If you weren't in if you weren't in a relationship, you were spending a good amount of time by yourself. So learning to like have a solid foundation on your own was something that was really in the forefront last year, and like probably up until like the last few months. That's being reinforced in the present with the Queen of Pentacles again, because you've worked to make a solid foundation, and like the growth and like the nurturing energy that's around you, like other people can feel. Like they can feel the growth that you're bringing to the table. You also have the Devil energy here. I think I feel that you have a toxic relationship with work. Like you spend way too much time there, and you're not really giving yourself a personal life. I don't think that this really speaks to a like codependent relationship with someone else. I think it's one with yourself, or with like your relationship to work. Like, and that's why you're trying to strike out that balance in the past. But I think you've gone back to it a little bit. Like that's an even flow to life would benefit you heavily. And sinking too much into one area of life means that you end up suffocating, and like you're not watering another part of life that needs to be like nurtured and cared for. And I think that's your personal life. Your work life, you're all in. You've been all in. And I think you've been giving way too much into work, that maybe it's out of fear, but coming at things from a place of fear just brings more things for you to fear. You also have the Five of Swords in this row. You know, what I hear from this is that you've had some not pleasant conversations lately. Maybe you've been overreacting to things, or haven't been very well received by others. Maybe you just need to slow down and examine things a little more before you say them to people, before you communicate that to others. Because maybe by not fully absorbing the information that you need to before you communicate to others, you're not really coming across the way you should, or the way you need to. Middle row, your overarching energy, you also have the Temperance card. So again, balance. Finding that balance. With work, with life, with relationships, with yourself. Feeling more even. Not spending too much time staring at one area of your life while another one withers away. In the possible future, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So, like, what I hear when I look at this card for you is that you're definitely putting in a lot to like most areas of your life. Maybe you're not seeing that much being contributed by others. Maybe you're putting more in than others are willing to put in. And you've been fine with that for a long time. But maybe, I feel like things are changing for you. The way you feel on the inside is changing. The dynamics of all the relationships in your life are changing. I also think you're understanding the amount of wealth that you can, like, create in your life. Like, just having the feeling of, you know, knowing that you can create it. You also have the Strength card. So this is you taming that lion. That lion is on the inside. I think that lion is the one that, you know, hyper focuses on one area and then totally ignores another. But by taming that within yourself, you find that balance. You also have the Seven of Wands. You might have, like, be in a place where you need to defend yourself. Like, not physically, I don't think. But, like, I feel like this is you defending your beliefs. Like, what you feel, what you know, what you understand about life. And those things have changed for you. They have changed. And people may not want to see that change, but maybe that's because they need to fall away from your life. That is a possibility. You don't have to stay the same for everyone else. You're in the forefront of your life. Overarching energy for this reading, you also have the Seven of Cups. You have two sevens. I'd look up the number 7 in the angel number meanings. I feel like that could be significant for you. Or you might just see the number 77 somewhere. I would pay attention to what thought is in your mind at that time. Absolutely. But with this Seven of Cups, well, you're ready. Like, I don't feel that you're clouded for judgment right now, or that this is your possible future. If anything, I feel like you'll have more options than you know what to do with. And it's just going to be picking which one works best for you. Which is not a bad thing. All right, I'm going to pull you a Spirit Animal Oracle card to end the reading. We're already at like 18 minutes, so yeah. Let's pull that for you. Excuse me. Oh, whoa. Wow. Those all fell down, but only one dropped on the floor. Awesome. You have the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. I have a feeling you're going to see hawks. Maybe when you're driving somewhere, you might see them like outside of a window. You might see one on TV. But this is Spirit. Like, it's just reinforcing that you're different now. Like, you're coming at things from a different place and things are changing for you. Let Spirit be your guide. All right, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tune in for your monthly horoscope, which will be coming out soon. All right. Everyone have a great month. Bye.